Hello businessmen, how are you? In today's video, I am going to share with you a case study of a Paytm, a very much successful startup in India, and also we will going to I am going to share with you a business model of it, also revenue model, and also we will see how Paytm earns. After all these, we will also see what unique strategies do Paytm use to be so successful, why it is so successful, and at last we will end this video by discussing on what principle or what teaching business learnings you can apply from Paytm. You can learn and apply in your business too. If you are a businessman and watching this video to learn something from Paytm, then this video is for you. Watch it till the end. So let's start. So let's firstly discuss with the business model of Paytm. When Paytm started, it was just providing recharge services, online recharge services, where customer used to recharge their mobile data or any subscription or DTH, those services. And Paytm used to charge a small commission from the operator or the service provider. This was the first service which Paytm started providing, and there are many services in B2C as well as B2B. This company works in both the models, and there are many services which Paytm provides. So the recharge services was one. Second service is bill payments. So whenever the customer want to pay some bill of electric bill, water bill, cylinder bill, or whichever the bill in the house or in other businesses, then they use Paytm for it. And here also the same, Paytm charges a small commission. Next service is a Paytm Mall. Okay, so this is also an income source for Paytm, and here the customers buy or shop online like Amazon and Flipkart, and on this there are many sellers who sell their product, and the average daily transaction of Paytm Mall is around 2 million. So 2 million transactions. So you can see that the Paytm Mall is also a huge volume business, and here the Paytm is charging a small commission on the profits of these sellers. The next service which it is providing in B2B, that is payment gateways or payment solutions. If you look at online stores, then many e-commerce vendors and many e-commerce merchants use a payment integration like InstaMojo or Razorpay. So Paytm also have one payment gateway from which the person on that e-commerce store, customer of that e-commerce store, go through that payment gateway and purchase the product and complete the payment. So from after making the payment, the Paytm get a commission from there also. The next is a Paytm wallet. Now every customer who is using, most of the customer who is using Paytm app, they also add some money in the wallet. So Paytm uses that money to earn interest on it, and this is very much advantage for Paytm, because the money in the wallet is other people money, and Paytm is earning interest on other people money. Why people are adding money in their wallet? Why they don't directly make transactions via bank account? The reason behind it is Paytm provides many discounts, many offers, and cashbacks if the person make a payment through their wallet. So customers tend to add some amount in their wallet. The next service is a digital gold. Nowadays Paytm is also selling digital gold to it, offering digital golds to its customers. That gold can also be transported if the customer wishes, and also it have tied with many gold companies. Nowadays Paytm is also in a banking sector, Paytm banks. So Paytm customers of Paytm deposits their money in the banks, and Paytm further give it for the loan and earn a good interest between the transaction. And the same features what the bank do, what the functionality banks have, the same functionality Paytm banks also have. So this was a business model of a Paytm. Now let's move on a revenue model. I've discussed revenue model as well, but let's see how what are the different income streams for a Paytm. So the first income stream is commissions from operators and service provider. When a customer is paying the bills or recharging something, or on the e-commerce site, it charges a commission of the profit of a seller. So these are some commissions, okay, different commission which Paytm is charging. The next is interest on the other people money in the wallet. Now people, I've already discussed this, on wallet it invests that money into banks and other in stock market as well, to earn a good interest, and people don't get any interest after keeping their money in the wallet. So it is also a big advantage and income stream for Paytm. The next is as a broker. Paytm is also a broker, and as a broker it also earns a good commission on intraday tradings. Now intraday trading is trading of shares in the stock market, where people trade shares on a per day basis. Now morning they have bought something and evening they sell that. So for every transaction Paytm charges 10 rupees or some 8 rupees something. So these are their charges, and these were some income streams, revenue model for Paytm. So now let's move on to what qualities or what strategies made Paytm so successful. So the number one thing which Vijay Shekhar Sharma lead this company, and he is the CEO and founder of Paytm. So when he started the company, he have seen a problem of changes. Now in India, whenever you go to a shop and if you have a 100 rupees note or at least 50 rupees note, and if you want a 5 rupees chingam, then he will tell that I don't have a change. So that is a major problem in India. The problem looks very small, but it was a great problem, because the vendor who is selling small things, kirana stores or some general stores, they just have 2, 3, 4 rupees of profit, and if the customer says that I will pay you, I will give you change on next day or on my next visit, then it is a loss for the vendor or the shopkeeper. Or sometimes the shopkeeper also just give the toffees or chocolates instead of changes. So it was not convenient for both of the parties here. So here here online transaction made it easy for every paisa also can be transferred without any worries of changes. So this was one problem which was solved by Paytm. And also it is a story of Vijay Shekhar Sharma. When he visited China, he saw that in a mall, he saw that people were standing in a line, and the payment and billing process was done through a scanner machine and through QR code in the customer's phone. So Vijay Shekhar Sharma thought of it, and he thought to bring this technology in India, but the QR scanner machine was too costly for a small business owner to buy it. They cannot afford it because it was 12,000-15,000. So people cannot afford it in India. So what he thought is he reversed this process. Now the QR code is not with the customers, it is with the vendor or with the businessman, and these customers have their mobile. So from mobile itself they can scan the QR code. They don't need that scanner machine. So from mobile only they can scan, and they can pay the transfer the amount. So this idea was first implemented by Paytm itself in India, and this was a huge success. It gave a huge success to Paytm. So here they have identified a problem, and they have made a solution via their product. The next thing is fast execution and expansion. Now Vijay Shekhar Sharma believe in a fast to action. The action should be very fast, and the plan which they have made should be very fast, very quickly. It should be implemented in the business. Now if you see that the Paytm's competitor PhonePe, okay, it is also in Indian. If you see the valuation of PhonePe, it is $5.5 billion, whereas Paytm valuation is $16 billion. Why it is too much difference? In fact, in online transactions, PhonePe have a much greater market share, but also Paytm has a good valuation. The reason behind this is Paytm always expanded itself in many businesses, as I have already discussed before. It was in recharge, then it came into wallet, banking, bill payment, and many other businesses as well. Now they are operating in many other sectors, and due to this expansion and acquisition of many other small businesses and startups, gave them a huge valuation, and also made them a made them a first mover in the industry. Next advantage, or next thing which gives a good advantage to Paytm, is that Paytm wallet, because people, when they keep their money in the wallet, Paytm is earning on that. So the money which is not belong to Paytm, but also Paytm is earning interest on it. So it is a very good for a company to earn money without investing. The next thing is a demonetization impact. When demonetization came in India, so there was a huge growth of a Paytm. Why? Because majority of people were shifted towards online transactions, and they opted Paytm for making the transactions. Now here people told that it was lucky for the Paytm, but no, it was not lucky. It was a hard work, great work for them, and they have grabbed that opportunity to build a business. So this was not the luck, and when these many people shifted suddenly towards Paytm, the server of the Paytm was crashed, and it was very slow. The server became very slow, and during that time many people started calling to the customer services, and Paytm had a very small team, and they could not handle all the calls. So people spreaded hatred towards the Paytm, that Paytm is not good, and they have said so much of bad things about Paytm. But Paytm had recovered itself and made it capable of handling a very large audience. Within 14 or 15 days, they have solved everything, and they have recovered from this problem as well. So by this you can see how fast Paytm is in executing the plans. In this situation also, Paytm had survived and made it so successful. If it was any other company or any other small company, then it would have been vanished due to that much of hatred and all. So this was one thing. The next is data. So Paytm have a good database. Now people, when they book flights or book train, book hotels, okay, they book anything, or they pay their bills or something, all those data Paytm keep in their databases. Now what Paytm come to know from this data is how many customers prefer to go to for traveling, which hotel is running in a particular place, at what discount people are buying the tickets, and all these things gives a good advantage for the Paytm. And not only the data of customers transaction, but whenever the vendor is small to small vendor and big to big companies, when they do transaction via QR code or through Paytm, the data is collected by the Paytm. Paytm even knows the vegetable sellers, which vegetable is sold the most by him. So this data give a good competitive advantage for a Paytm. And also one more thing is a payment solutions. I have already discussed that in an e-commerce stores, when customers want to pay to the merchant, they use a payment gateway, and Paytm has its own payment gateway. And whenever the customer is buying from the e-commerce store and proceeding towards the payment gateway, Paytm knows that what he have bought, how much the cost he have spent on that particular stores, and thousands of e-commerce stores are using Paytm's payment gateway. So think that how much of data they have, and they uses this data, which type of e-commerce store is selling more products, which type of e-commerce store is selling less product. All these data they have, which product has a huge demand. So all this data they have, and by using this data they improve their Paytm mall, so their e-commerce store, and keep those products which are in high demand, and the low demand product they remove from the Paytm mall. And they use many data analytics to improve their Paytm mall website, and to get more income from Paytm mall as well. So these were some strategies, some advantages, or whatever you call, of the Paytm. And finally, what you can learn from Paytm's business model or case study. The first thing which you can learn is problem solving. So you should also always identify problems in the market. If those problems are small enough, also no problem, you can solve those problems. See, the problem of changes was very small, but also it gave a huge growth to Paytm. So identify the problem and solve it through your product. The next is fast execution on plans. Whatever the plan you are making, whatever you want to do in future, quickly execute it in your company. Train your employees, train your colleagues in such a way that they implement and execute the plan immediately. The last thing is data. You can see that Paytm has a huge data, and with this huge data they can do anything. They can improve their Paytm malls, they can show relevant ads, they can do anything they want. I have already made a video on how important the data is, how Google is using data, and how Google, Facebook, these big giants are surviving on data. I have already made a video. You can click on the I button and see that video also. So data is very much important. You have to start building and maintaining a good database of your customers. It will help you a lot in future. So this is it in this video. How did you like this case study? So thank you and have a good day.